Hello and welcome back to another flight review. Today I'll be flying on the Etihad A380 for 14.5 hours in their business class studios from Abu Dhabi to New York to JFK. Other than the fact that Etihad's business class passengers are treated to a premium check-in experience at Zayed International Airport, I don't have much to share on the ground experience flying out of AUH besides the lounge. Upon arrival from Ahmedabad, India, I was required to go through a security screening before finding myself in the main terminal area, from which I made my way to Etihad's business class lounge. Terminal A here at Zayed International Airport is quite large and modern. The Etihad Lounge is located near gate D43 along a corridor of bathrooms, which is not the most inspiring location for the entrance to a premium flagship lounge. And bear in mind that the signage around the terminal isn't all that clear. The space is incredibly stunning, making it one of the best lounges anywhere. The business lounge in Abu Dhabi spans a total of 3 levels: level 3, level 5, and level 6. What happened to level 4? As the lounge is quite large, its layout can be confusing. Past the entrance area is the Li Wan Global Dining Facility, which has an ambiance of traditional Arabic colors and patterns. There's plenty of comfortable seating at the Li Wan Global Dining area, as well as a full-size bar. If the a la carte menu isn't enough to impress you, you also have a buffet selection and a live cooking station. Even if you're not coming here to eat, this still makes for an impressive spot to sit and relax. Now let's make our way up to level 5, which can be done via taking the escalator or by taking the stairs. On level 5, you'll find plenty of comfortable seating in a relatively modern ambiance. A lot of the seating in this lounge features table space and charging ports. You also have many different variants of seats to choose from, such as armchairs, chairs that swivel, and even sofas. During the day, the terminal's large windows allow for plenty of natural light. I felt that the creams, the reds, and the browns gave the lighting a nice accent. The spacious seating lines across the perimeter of the second level. Throughout the lounge, you'll find self-serve snack and beverage stations with packaged snacks, fruit, as well as bottled drinks. I wish they had some proper food at these snack and beverage stations rather than just snacks. Near the snack and beverage station, you'll find a magazine rack, and I was happy to find Etihad's in-flight magazine. The bathrooms in the Etihad Lounge are quite spacious and feel nice and modern with the marble walls. This mosaic pattern with a golden cream color palette feels very Etihad. As expected, you'll find your typical soaps and hand lotions. None of it is supplied from a premium brand. The second level of the lounge is also where you'll find a lot of the lounge's amenities, such as the games room. One of the coolest features about the Etihad Lounge here in Abu Dhabi is that you can directly board your flight from the lounge. However, this is only for Etihad's A380 services out to London Heathrow. If Etihad's A380 services to New York don't board from the lounge directly, then why do they do it for London? In addition to the games room, there's also a dedicated children's play area. There's a TV running some shows, and there's plenty of space for children to run around without them having to disturb others. The lounge also features shower suites and relaxation rooms, which are difficult to reserve during the midnight hours. The shower suite itself is quite spacious, and there's plenty of space for you to keep your personal belongings while showering. Keep in mind that none of the skincare products in here are supplied from a premium brand. Level 6 of the Etihad Lounge features plenty of comfortable restaurant-style seating with the signature golden cream color palette. Level 6 is also where you'll find amenities such as the smoking lounge and prayer room. On level 6, you'll find a constellation bar, which is a triangular-shaped bar with a geometric chandelier inspired by Etihad's livery. As level 6 is where the main buffet is located, it's expected that there's plush restaurant-style seating in a nice modern ambiance. The buffet selection on level 6 is quite similar as to what you'll find on level 3, except for the fact that you'll find some more Asian and Western-inspired options. Besides the comprehensive selection of desserts and cheese, you also have an impressive selection of artisan breads, Mediterranean dips, salads, and some cold options. In addition, rounding the buffet corner, you'll find some hot options, which are mostly Asian and Western inspired. Past the buffet area is a pretty large and quiet seating area, good for either eating or getting some work done. As this was a US-bound departure, all passengers were required to go through a security screening prior to boarding. Once you enter the gate area, there's basically no turning back. Passengers traveling in the Etihad residence, first class, or business class are all entitled to priority boarding. Our aircraft for today's flight is registered as Alpha 6-Alpha Papa India, one of Etihad's few A380s that currently fly between London Heathrow and Abu Dhabi, as well as New York's JFK. Given that this flight is operated by an Airbus A380, there is a jetway that leads directly onto the upper deck for first and business class passengers, as well as those in the 3-room Etihad residence, the only class of service a step above first class. The entire main deck of the aircraft is in an all-economy class configuration with economy and economy space seats. Upon boarding, it's a nice and welcoming touch to enter into a lounge area rather than into a galley, which is the case on most other aircraft. Business class studios on Etihad's A380s are arranged in a 1-2-1 configuration so that each seat offers direct aisle access. The seats alternate by row between facing forwards and backwards. The forward-facing seats that are even-numbered offer more privacy as they have the seat console that's closer to the aisle. Starting off with the e-box IFE display, let's go for a comprehensive seat tour. Beneath the IFE display is a spacious footrest. Under the footrest, it's possible to stow either shoes or bags, and it was possible for me to stow both due to its generous size. The A380's spacious interior allows for side storage bins on the upper deck. I took advantage of that extra storage, which isn't found on the 787. The seats do not feature an adjustable headrest, but are very comfortable to sit in for an ultra-long haul flight. The business studios are both plush and well padded out. The seat has a rather bizarre spatula kind of design to allow for easy access to the aisle. To the side of the business studio is this signature Etihad lamp with a really nice triangular pattern. The lamp adds a lot of coziness to the seat and its brightness can be adjusted. Beneath that is a storage console which can be used for personal stowage, and it opens up by pushing on the button and lifting the cover. This is also where you'll find the literature pocket at each business studio. As the material used is quite plush, this also doubles as an armrest. Located next to you is the seat's side console with plenty of seat controls and adjustments. You also have the IFE remote, as well as 2 USB ports. In addition, you also have a panel for more seat adjustments and lighting. The tray table is a generous size, and it's composed of this thick wooden piece. You can access the tray by gently pushing on it in the stowed position. My only complaint is that it requires a lot of effort to put the table back into its hole. And next to the tray table is a coat hook. Upon boarding, each business class studio is stocked with bedding from Armani Casa, consisting of a plush pillow and a thick memory foam mattress pad with a beautiful geometric pattern. Provided in the side storage unit is a pair of headphones for the e-box entertainment system, as well as a water bottle. Located in front of you on the ottoman is the blanket, also supplied from Armani. On the side console, you'll find the menu, as well as the amenity kit provided from Giorgio Armani, which contains Espa skincare products. Pre-departure beverages were offered prior to pushback, and I opted for Etihad's signature lemon mint. This tastes much better when you're flying out of Abu Dhabi than when you're flying out of New York. Etihad Airways offers an industry-leading dine-on-demand service in business class, meaning you can eat what you want, when you want. Feel free to pause the video for a closer look at the menu. Unlike Emirates and Qatar Airways in business class, where they offer a formal breakfast service on their ultra-long-haul flights, Etihad offers an all-day menu with a range of light breakfast options and snacks that you can order at any time during the flight. There is an impressive selection of dessert, and you have 4 entrees to choose from, one of which is vegetarian. I wish Etihad offered more than one vegetarian entree. The selection of appetizers is quite impressive. Out of the 3, 2 are vegetarian. Compared to most other airlines, Etihad has a really impressive beverage selection in business class, though I wish they offered mocktails on all of their flights. Mocktail selection is not as impressive as that of what you'll find on Emirates or Qatar Airways, but it's still impressive enough. Selection of coffee and tea is quite extensive, even for a 14.5-hour flight. Etihad offers quality coffee drinks in business class, so it's expected that there's an impressive selection of hot and iced coffee. Provided with the menu is also a wine list, which highlights the wines on offer for this flight, as well as any other alcoholic beverages. The amenity kit is made of real Italian leather in collaboration with Giorgio Armani. The amenity kit is stocked with luxury skincare items provided from the company Espa. You'll find facial mist, body lotion, and all of the other essentials you could expect in a premium airline amenity kit. In addition to that, we have a set of earplugs, a thick, comfortable eye mask. The dental kit provided is really small. Maybe they should call it a miniature toothbrush. On flights 9 hours or longer, Etihad provides comfortable loungewear for its business class passengers. I guess they only do this when you're flying out of Abu Dhabi because on my inbound flight from New York, no loungewear was provided. The pajamas were made with traditional Emirati stitching and feature the traditional Emirati V design. Of course, it's nice to see that the PJs are branded with the Etihad logo. Provided along with the loungewear was a set of comfortable slippers. I wish more airlines offered these in business class. Located up above each seat is a personal reading light. Sadly, there are no personal air vents. As far as in-flight literature, provided in the seat pocket is a waist bag, as well as a safety card, which is pretty typical. What I really like about Etihad is that they offer an Atlas in-flight magazine. These days, post-COVID, not many airlines offer them. The in-flight magazine contains news articles, information about Etihad Airways, and information about travel destinations. Hot towels were offered prior to departure, and boy was this one hot. This was definitely...
of the gala and scene first of Bait. We're just in the late stage to finish paperwork here in the front of Tranter. We should leave pretty much on time, so within the next 10 minutes.
The aircraft's navigational equipment, switch off all electronics or set them to flight mode.
That'll be fine.
You can turn them back on when the fasten seatbelt sign has been switched off.
سبحان الذي سخر لنا هذا وما كنا له مقرنين وإنا إلى ربنا لمنقلبون صدق الله العظيم.
Welcome on board today's flight. Your safety and wellness are our priority, so we appreciate your full attention as we take you through this demonstration. Your seatbelt must be fastened whenever the seatbelt sign is illuminated. To fasten, insert the metal clip into the buckle. To adjust, pull on the strap. To unfasten, lift the metal flap and pull the belt apart. We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened at all times in case we encounter any unexpected turbulence. Adjust by pulling on the straps. Always fit your own mask first before helping others. There are 16 emergency exits on this aircraft which are clearly marked.
استعمالها اسحبوها من الغلاف وضعوها فوق رأسكم. اربطوا شريط السترة حول خصركم واسحبوه لتضيقوها. انفخوا سترة النجاة فقط عند مغادرة باب الطائرة. لنفخ السترة اسحبوا المقبض الأحمر بقوة أو انفخوا في الصمام. سوف يضاء المصباح تلقائيا عند ملامسة الماء. تتوفر سترة نجاة خاصة بالرضع. تحتوي بطاقة تعليمات السلامة الموجودة في منطقة.
There's something really special about an A380 departure as the aircraft just glides off the runway. You barely feel a takeoff. The e-box entertainment system works by using a touch screen, or you can use the IFE remote located at the side of the seat. It's really easy to browse, and there's a robust selection of movies and TV shows to enjoy during the flight. While the selection isn't as impressive as what you'll find on Emirates or Qatar Airways, Etihad has a really impressive design in terms of their in-flight entertainment system, because it's really easy to search for what you want using all of the search filters in the search box. As far as movies, there are plenty of genres to choose from, such as Hollywood, Indian, Arabic, and you can even view popular movies through the e-box entertainment. There's also an impressive selection of TV, including live television. There's a dedicated slot for kids entertainment, audio options, and information about Etihad Airways and the hub of Abu Dhabi. And if that's not enough to impress you, there's also a comprehensive selection of games to choose from. One of the coolest features about Etihad's in-flight entertainment system is that it's possible to order food and beverages directly to your seat. In-flight Wi-Fi packages on Etihad Airways start at $9.99. It's possible to purchase Wi-Fi for the entire flight or a cheaper messaging package. One of the coolest features about Etihad's e-box entertainment system that's found on the A380 and not found on some other aircraft is the tail camera feature, where you can view the exterior of your aircraft in flight. The moving map is very responsive and can be adjusted. The noise-canceling headphones provided with the e-box entertainment system work well and fit comfortably. In the business class cabin, there are 3 lavatories, 2 of which are located between the smaller and larger business class section. The lavatories themselves are a very generous size, and there's plenty of space for you to stretch out. The sinks are a generous size, and you also have your Airbus skincare products and hand soap. I love the tiled mosaic wall that Etihad opted for in its lavatory. The toilet is a generous size and fits well in this spacious lavatory. Almost an hour and a half after departure, the meal service commenced with warm nuts and a beverage of choice, for which I opted for an orange sparkler, one of Etihad's 3 mocktails. For the silverware and cutlery used in business class for the meal service, Etihad Airways has partnered with Armani Casa. For my appetizer, I opted for the Arabic mezza, which consists of a variety of Mediterranean appetizers and artisan breads. Provided with each meal is some bread, a salad, as well as olive oil vinaigrette and butter. I was quite shocked and disappointed there was no salt and pepper. While the meal is served on a tray, which I don't generally like, the presentation itself looks quite appetizing. I opted for the kofta for my entree, which was dry and bland, not the best option for airplane food. Etihad usually has superb catering when flying out of Abu Dhabi, however this dish was not a hit. I opted to have the warm peach cobbler for my dessert, which was sweet on the outside with all of the gooey insides. It was very good. To pair along with the dessert, I opted for a mug of Sencha green tea, which was beautifully served alongside all of the extras. With a memory foam mattress pad and the Armani bedding, this basically feels like sleeping on a cloud. I mean, it's one of the best business class beds in the sky. The bed is also really spacious, as there's plenty of space for your legs and knees to stretch out. After waking up, I decided to stretch my legs with a walk and see what the economy cabin was like. The seats are arranged in a 3-4-3 configuration and look pretty comfortable, even though they're not the most modern. Located between the first class apartments and residence section and the business class studios is the Onboard Lobby, which is an onboard lounge space found on all Etihad A380s. You'll find plush, couch-like seats with plenty of table space and charging ports. While this is certainly not as fun of a feature compared to what you'll find with the onboard bar on the Emirates A380, this is still a really cool thing to have on any wide-body aircraft, and the ambiance makes it feel exclusive. There's a TV displaying some news, and you'll also find a self-serve wine bar with a snack basket. It's only packaged snacks, and if you want proper food, you're gonna have to order from the menu. This is quite similar to the snack basket that was found in the galley on the Etihad 787 in business class. There is also a selection of bottled wine and champagne. Flight attendants won't keep you waiting, as they'll ask if you want anything to snack on or drink. One thing I love about Etihad is their attention to detail with the beverage service. This decaf latte was beautifully presented on a tray alongside all of the extras, including a Godiva chocolate. Don't you wish more airlines offered quality coffee drinks? Shortly before arrival in New York, I ordered a light option from the all-day menu and opted for the muesli, which was light and refreshing. Provided alongside the light breakfast were some pastries consisting of a muffin and a croissant. To go along with it was butter. I paired the muesli with a decaf iced cappuccino. It's not only the warm coffee drinks that Etihad gets right, this was probably the best iced coffee I've so far had on a plane. Shortly after having a light breakfast, hot towels were offered to each business class passenger.
We just received the latest weather from New York. Apart from the late departure in Abu Dhabi.
Ever since my first Etihad flight, I've always been a fan of their business class product. Etihad doesn't have bars on their A380s like Emirates does, nor is their business class product as revolutionary as Qatar's Q Suites. Etihad puts luxury over fun in business class, so it's easy to relax in a spacious and quiet business class cabin. As there's less couples on their honeymoons and less solo travelers on business, flying ultra long haul with Etihad is a great option. In fact, I prefer their A380s more than those of Emirates. With that said, let's discuss the concluding thoughts of the Etihad Airways business class experience.
Until the sky has fallen, I'll be around. I'll be there night and day. I'll be there both night and day. Until the stars have fallen onto the ground. I'll be there night and day. Be there both night and day.
Etihad's business class lounge in Abu Dhabi is packed with plenty of comfortable seating, as well as luxurious amenities that make for a layover to be as enjoyable as possible. It's easily one of the best lounges anywhere, hence it earns 5 stars. Etihad's business class studios are really great seats with plenty of legroom and storage space. The seat is already quite private even without a door, but it doesn't really feel as modern as what I was hoping for, so it earns 4.5 out of a possible 5 stars. As Etihad favors luxury over fun in business class, it's expected that they provide luxurious amenities, which they do. The bedding Etihad offers in business class is truly some of the best out there, especially the thick memory foam mattress pad. The amenity kit was well stocked for a flight of this length, with plenty of luxurious skincare products supplied from the brand Espa. The loungewear provided was really comfortable to sleep in, probably more comfortable than the white company pajamas on Qatar Airways. Etihad's e-box entertainment system is truly one of a kind. The selection isn't the most impressive, but you have plenty of movies and TV shows of several different genres to choose from that you could spend your entire flight deciding on what to watch. Overall, e-box is an impressive entertainment system, and it's easy to search for what content you want to watch. Etihad's in-flight catering, especially when flying out of Abu Dhabi, is truly some of the best in the airline industry. The food was beautifully presented and tasted great, especially the meze course. However, the kofta I had as my entree was really dry and bland. I wasn't expecting it to taste like this. But other than that, everything else tasted great. I would give the food on Etihad 5 stars, but on this flight specifically, I think it deserves 4.5. The service provided by proactive multilingual and multinational cabin crew made up for all of the small mishaps I encountered with this business class experience. Flight attendants worked constantly through the aisles to offer extra beverages and amenities for those who wanted them. As flight attendants spent most of their time in the galley, the onboard lobby wasn't as well staffed as what I was hoping for. Etihad's A380 business class offers a luxurious way to fly, and if you find yourself on the upper deck of an Etihad A380, you're going to have a terrific time.
Until the sky is falling, I'll be around. I'll be there night and day. Be there both night and day. Until the stars are falling onto the ground. I'll be there night and day. Be there both night and day. Oh, 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 oh.
ساعة 48 دقيقة. من أجل سلامتكم نرجو منكم البقاء جالسين في مقاعدكم وإبقاء أحزمة المقاعد مربوطة بأحكام. إلا أن توقف الطائرات توقفا كليا ويتم إطفاؤها على أطراف أحزمة المقاعد. يرجى أخذ الحيطة والحذر من فتح الخزائن العلوية وجودة أخذ جميع أغراضكم الشخصية معكم قبل مغادرتكم الطائرة. نود تذكيركم بأن التدخين ممنوع بشكل نهائي في مبنى المطار. لذا يرجى عدم التدخين إلا في المناطق المخصصة للتدخين داخل مبنى المطار. يمكنكم الآن إعادة تشغيل الأجهزة الإلكترونية المحمولة. يعني كانت لديكم تذكرة متصلة للرحلة المحلية فيرجى تحسين متعتكم عبر تسجيل استلام الحقائب والمتابعة إلى منصة تتم إجراء الصفار لشركة الطيران المعنية.
For a one-way Etihad business class ticket, prices can start at around $4,000. If you're connecting via Abu Dhabi, the prices can fluctuate even further. Points and miles is always an option when considering to book an Etihad business class ticket. Etihad is a partner airline of several different airlines such as Air Canada, Air France, American Airlines, and Oman Air, just to name a few. One way between the US and the Middle East costs around 70,000 American Advantage miles to fly Etihad business class. For those of you who are Air Canada Aeroplan members, you can pay 90,000 aeroplane points to fly business class on Etihad. American Express membership rewards, City Thank You rewards, and Capital One miles all transfer directly to Etihad at a 1-to-1 ratio. Meanwhile, Marriott Bonvoy points transfer to Etihad at a 3-to-1 ratio, which is not a good option for redeeming for a business class ticket. A one-way business class fare from Abu Dhabi to New York can cost over 120,000 Etihad guest miles. For the best value, it's worth transferring your points over to one of Etihad's partner airlines, such as Air Canada or American, and then directly booking with one of those airlines.
Oh, sorry.
There she is, the beautiful A380 wearing her glorious Etihad livery. Well guys, we made it to New York. That's it for this video. I hope all of you guys enjoyed. And that is Etihad Airways' Airbus A380 Business Class Studios from Abu Dhabi to New York to JFK. Peace out, guys.